Welcome to this edition of Collier Focus. On today's show, we'll take a look at the Board of County Commissioners meeting. The board elects a new chairman and vice chairman. And Naples Philharmonic founder Myra Janko Daniels is honored by the board. I'm Troy Miller. We'll cover these stories and more next on Collier Focus. Stay tuned.
Whether reporting on the latest news stories or hot issues, taking a look at county government services, or announcing what's happening around the county, this is Collier Focus, bringing government home.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, Commissioner Tom Henning urged his fellow board members to make a show of support for Senate Bill 192, which changes the way independent special fire districts could merge.
The bill provides an easier way for independent districts to consolidate instead of having to come back after the citizens vote to merge or dissolve. Then it doesn't have to go back. This bill provides it so it doesn't have to go back to the legislators for a codification.
The board voted unanimously to send a letter of support regarding the bill to the Florida Senate. The board also voted unanimously to approve a recommendation to oppose the U.S. Postal Service's plan to close the Fort Myers Postal Distribution Center. The potential closure would have a reported $40 million economic impact on 5 southwest Florida counties, including Collier.
The impact to the businesses in southwest Florida is very significant. Arthritis just purchased a building near the airport to fly their goods to their customers. That's very, very important fact that just one business it'll affect. So what I'm asking is that we send a letter to our congressional delegation to oppose the closing of the Fort Myers facility. And I can tell you that the Lee County Commissioners, Commissioner John Manning was working on this, and I've been working with him.
There are currently 2 distribution centers in the Tampa area that would remain operational if the Fort Myers location is shut down. As is customary for the first BCC meeting of the year, the commissioners elected a new chairman and vice chairman. Commissioner Fred Coyle was elected to serve as the board chairman for 2012, and Commissioner Jim Coletta was elected to serve as vice chair. We wish them both well. The commissioners unanimously proclaimed the month of January as Myra Janko Daniels Month in honor of her contributions to the arts in Collier County. It was 1982 when Daniels began her drive to see a Philharmonic Center for the Arts built in Collier County. 30 years later, the Naples Philharmonic Center for the Arts is one of the finest in the country. As Miss Daniels retires from her involvement with the Phil, the commissioners honored her for her commitment to the culture enrichment for all of Collier County. We here at Collier Focus want to congratulate Miss Daniels and thank her for all she has done for the citizens of Collier County. Congratulations to the Naples Botanical Garden for being named Collier County's Business of the Month. In 1993, a group of 8 Naples residents founded the garden with nothing more than the dream of creating a world-class botanical garden. In 2000, a gift from the Kapnick family enabled the purchase of an extraordinary 170-acre site with 7 different habitats. For more information, visit their website at naplesgarden.org. Well, it's time for a break. When we come back, the board prepares to consider adoption of the finalized FEMA digital flood maps. And the Florida presidential preference primary is fast approaching. We'll get you all the info you need for early and absentee voting. All of that and more when Collier Focus continues. Welcome back to Collier Focus. The Federal Emergency Management Agency issued the final digital flood insurance rate maps, or DFIRMs, for Collier County in November. The Board of County Commissioners is scheduled to adopt the finalized maps at the January 24th meeting. The Growth Management Division has spent years working with FEMA to make the maps as accurate as possible. They have also spent a great deal of time trying to get all Collier County residents informed on their responsibilities and options, as these maps will cause many residents to have new flood insurance requirements. We spoke to Growth Management Director Nick Casalanguida about the process and how residents can get the information they need.
The counties are required, states and counties, municipalities are required to have the most current and up-to-date flood maps. So we go through a process of doing a LiDAR, flying the county, determining the elevations, and then correlating that information with FEMA to establish those new maps. The past 10 years, we've noticed a lot of development in Collier County. Significant growth through 2004 and 2008. So the county, as part of doing their updated LiDAR, noticed a discrepancy between the old LiDAR that the maps were going to be adopted by with the new LiDAR that we have today. So we pushed FEMA to try and get some of that more information into the map adoption that we're doing right now. That said, the Board of County Commissioners directed us to take 2 of those basins and bring them up to date with the new LiDAR. We're going to be adopting the new maps that have been submitted by FEMA with an effective date of the end of March. So we'll have some opportunity there. Most mortgages in the country are federally backed. And if you're a FEMA participant, you are required to carry flood insurance if you are in a zone that requires insurance. Everybody in Collier County is in some sort of flood zone. Some require insurance, some don't. So these map amendments do have an impact on some people. In the urban area, you'll find that a lot of people, they're minor adjustments. So I think if you've had flood insurance, it may not change. As you move out of the urban area into the rural area, a big change has happened, especially in Golden Gate Estates. We were in an unidentified zone before not requiring flood insurance. These new maps now identify a base flood elevation. We call it BFE. So that has the biggest impact, I think, to the people of Collier County, is that you were in a zone before that, although a flood zone, undetermined, did not require flood insurance. Today it will. And the Board of County Commissioners directed Collier County staff to do a major outreach effort. And we've done that, had 5 public meetings, 1 in almost each district. And then in the 2 basins that we just modeled recently, we've had 2 more meetings. Golden Gate Community Center, over 130 people showed up, and last night at the IFA Center, over 100 people showed up, just to get the word out and get people prepared for what's about to happen. Our consultant is working feverishly to get these other 10 basins done. As they come forward, they're submitted to FEMA for review. As FEMA approves those maps, they will come back to the Board of County Commissioners for adoption. So it'll be an ongoing iterative process until we get all 12 done. What you can show, especially in the estates or even in the urban area, if you have a house that's on a pad or raised, and the LiDAR that was done previously did not pick that up, but the new LiDAR that we're working on right now does. That interim period between that new LiDAR being adopted and the old one, you can have a surveyor show that your pad or your home is above the base flood elevation, that BFE, and submit that LOMA, Letter of Map Amendment, to FEMA, get that adopted, and be exempt from homeowners insurance, flood insurance. Although this is a federal program, I do not recommend they contact the federal government. I think Collier County local government, the board has adopted a policy for us to take action on this. So your growth management division that I work in, contact us directly. We're on our website. You can reach us at our number 252-2400, and on our www.colliergov.net there is a location for the FEMA website. So we have staff on hand that can walk you through the process. And I'm glad you asked that, because it's particularly important for the building industry, Troy. Applications that come in right now, it's not the time of application that's submitted, it's the time the application is approved that determines when that base flood elevation will be used. So we have to do a lot of public outreach to make sure our builders know that be cognizant of that application coming forward, and that your approval date around that March 30th date could cause you to have to resubmit again. So please call our building staff and ask them for help.
Now, if you need more information about the finalized DFIRM maps, call Growth Management Division at 252-2400. The Supervisor of Elections would like to remind you that you don't have to wait until January 31st to cast your vote in the upcoming presidential preference primary. Any registered voter is permitted to request and vote a mail/absentee ballot. Requests may be made online at colliervotes.com or by calling the Supervisor of Elections office at 252-8450. The last day to request an absentee ballot be sent through the mail is January 25th. It is important to note that mail/absentee ballots are not forwarded and will be mailed to the address provided to the Supervisor of Elections office. After January 25th, voters requesting an absentee ballot will be required to pick up their ballot at the Supervisor of Elections office. Absentee ballot pickup requests may be made by 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and will be available for pickup after 8 a.m. the following day. Absentee ballot pickup request made on Friday will be available for pickup after 8 a.m. the following Monday. Once the absentee ballot is completed, the ballot must be returned by 7 p.m. on Election Day in the official ballot envelope provided by the Supervisor of Elections office. Now, don't forget, the ballot envelope must be signed by the voter. If returning an absentee ballot by mail, please be aware that on January 22nd, the United States Postal Service will be increasing the cost of mailing a 1-ounce piece of mail from 44 cents to 45 cents. If you received an absentee ballot and decide to vote in person during early voting or an election day, you should bring the marked or unmarked ballot to the polls so it may be canceled. Now, early voting is available beginning January 16th through January 28th. Registered voters have the option of voting early at any one of the 7 designated early voting sites. Early voting is offered Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at these locations: the Supervisor of Elections Office, Everglades City Hall, Naples City Hall, Golden Gate Library, the Headquarters Library, Immokalee Library, and the Marco Island Library. If you could have a safer, healthier, cleaner, and more productive workplace and not cost you a dime, would you? Well, according to the Centers for Disease Control, there is a $3,383 price tag on each employee that smokes. That is $1,760 in lost productivity and $1,623 on excess medical expenses. The Collier County Health Department encourages businesses and agencies to partner with the Tobacco Control Program to implement tobacco-free policies, as well as receive free smoking cessation resources. Partner with the Collier County Health Department to learn more about implementing tobacco-free policies on your campus. For assistance, call Rachel Kleist at 252-6852. Now let's take a look at some upcoming Collier County government meetings. The following meetings are all held in the board meeting room on the 3rd floor of the main administration building, 3299 Tamiami Trail East, at the Collier County Government Center unless otherwise indicated. On Tuesday, January 24th at 9 a.m., the Board of County Commissioners will meet in regular session. For more information on Collier County government or to inquire about other meetings that have been scheduled since the taping of this program, contact the Communications and Customer Relations Department at 252-8848 or via email troymiller@colliergov.net. You can also click on our website at colliergov.net for more information. Now let's take a look at some of the many fun and interesting programs being offered through the Collier County Parks and Recreation Department. After School Adventures offers parents a safe and fun environment for their children when school is not in session. The program is for children from ages 5 to 12 and runs weekdays from 2:40 p.m. to 6 p.m. from January 2nd to June 2nd. The program is available at East Naples, Immokalee, Max Hass, Veterans, and Vineyards Community Parks, and the Golden Gate Community Center. For more information, call 252-4000. The Golden Gate Aquatic Facility offers youth aquatic lessons for children in 5 different levels based on their current abilities. There are several options for dates and times, so if you want more information on schedules and costs, call the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility at 353-7128. If you have arthritis and are looking for a low or no impact exercise, then the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility has the answer for you. Instructors for these classes are all trained by the Arthritis Foundation, and the exercises are specifically designed to give you a good workout with little or no joint impact. Classes are Fridays and Tuesdays from 11 a.m. until noon and are $5 each. If you want more information on the arthritis exercise class, call the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility at 353-7128. If you are interested in quilting, then the Naples Quilting Club is the place for you. They meet every Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the East Naples Community Park, and the cost is free. If you feel like trying the tango, then sign up for ballroom dancing classes. This course will introduce and review a new dance each week, including the foxtrot, the tango, the rumba, and swing dancing. So put on your dancing shoes and meet at East Naples Community Park on Fridays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The cost is $5 per class. Learn how to be the best babysitter at Babysitting Boot Camp. The course is designed to teach all the basics in babysitting, including CPR and first aid training. Participants must be 11 years old and must attend all classes. For more information and costs, call 252-4000. If you're having trouble controlling your canine, then basic dog obedience may be just what you need. Using consistency, repetition, and positive reinforcement, this course helps owners learn how to communicate with their trusted companions. You will also learn handling skills, basic obedience, cues, and verbal commands. Basic dog obedience is for dogs 4 months to 10 years old. The class meets on Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. at Veterans Community Park. For cost information, call 252-4000. There's a whole lot more to do in Collier County, not mentioned here on Collier Focus. For information regarding the location of county parks and other activities, contact the Parks and Recreation Department at 252-4000 or the Collier County Communication and Customer Relations Office at 252-8848. Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of Collier Focus. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.